Hey guys, welcome to the channel. It's Ben Saunders, Saunders Strong. So today's video, 2 weeks in on a nearly all fruit diet, raw foods with the occasional salad in there. So I wanted to recap on my why, how I'm feeling, and how I plan on moving forward with this. It's been a pretty interesting 2 weeks. So my reason for doing this was a few things, but the main thing was I hit a robin on my motorcycle and I'm sitting there. I thought I killed it. I did, and it bounced off my motorcycle and I watched it tumble down the road, right? And it pretty much broke my heart to see that. And just felt bad for the little fella, you know? So anyways, pulled my bike over, helped him out. He or she, I don't know what the sex was. It looked like a male robin. And ultimately, I'm sitting there looking at it and we connected. We're just sharing a moment. And I looked at it, it's looking at me. I'm like, yep, it's time to, I don't want to eat anything with a face anymore, at least for a while. So until that changes. So anyways, here we are now. I've been 2 weeks in, eating a ton of fruit. Oh my Lord, some salads. And I have had cooked sweet potato once. So that's, and steamed green beans. Those are the only cooked things I've had in 2 weeks. So it's been really cool. So big changes. I've got some stuff written down in front of me. Airways, wide open. And to my recollection, I've never had that in my entire life. Like, that wasn't a good breath, but do have a deviated septum, but they're very clear, especially on waking. I don't have to blow my nose out of snot, which I've had to do my whole life. So that's interesting. Reduction of bloating. So I've eaten today. Camera's a little high, but stomach's nice and flat. So that's cool. It's a good sign. I need like almost, depending on the day, but like an hour to an hour and a half less sleep, which goes to show that there's some power in this, like a lower density diet, easier to digest, less work for the body. Crazy. It's pretty stoked about that. Stamina in multiple factors has improved, so pretty happy about that. My shoulder mobility, so before I could only go to like right here, right? And now I can go all the way back just in the span of 2 weeks, right? And I was stuck here, right? I was stuck here for a long time, but we're getting there, boy. We're getting there. So it's improving. And I think just the body clearing out the mucus and the inflammation in my airways and in the joints from the light nature of this diet. It's astringent, it's pulling on stuff. Really just impressed with the changes in 2 weeks. I've had some detox symptoms, some symptoms where like Herxheimer reactions, for those you don't know, basically the body's just a little bit of garbage gets in the bloodstream. You feel like shit for a couple days and then it passes. So I've had that here and there. And then just the last positive is I'm feeling fasted all the time. So yeah, I can see it in my face a little bit. I've dropped a little bit of weight. I was 161 last time I checked. I'm not really, the only thing I am being cautious of is not to lose weight too fast, as I don't want to get super frail. And I don't want to be a skinny vegan. Quite honestly, I don't want to be like a frail man. Like, no, not happening. There might be a phase where I get skinnier, but I'm not going to be staying in that state. So I want to put a little bit of muscle on my frame and refine what I have, and just kind of tap in lean, strong build like Brad Pitt, Fight Club, Bruce Lee, something like that. So that's my goal. Some challenges I've been facing so far is my blood pressure has been kind of up and down because the sodium intake is very low. If I do have a salad, I'll put a little bit of soy sauce in there, or some seasoning salt. I know salt isn't essential, and it's likely damaging for us. So experimenting with the sodium, that's a conversation for another day. So that could be affecting my blood pressure. I've been dizzy a couple times. I know that could also be from toxins being loosened in the bloodstream. Arnold Ehret spoke about that in his books. So just keeping an eye on that. I have this inherent fear of losing muscle mass because I was on this diet years ago And I went pretty hard into the juicing and the raw foods, and I think I just did it too fast, just because my lifestyle is pretty go, and I'm a tradesman. I was working a lot of hours and I wasn't getting enough in, and I was just dropping weight. Like I think I got down to like 140 at one point. I'm 6'2", so that's light. So I don't want that to happen. So there's a little bit of fear around that. Now, there's also a social aspect of that, right? Because people see you differently when you're thin and you don't look like them. You're not round in the face, right? And that's something I've kind of dealt with my whole life, regardless of diet. When I was eating a lot more animal foods and overeating the fats and stuff, my face was naturally more plump. And it's amazing how people treat you when you look a little bit different. It's a confession of character, that's for sure. So that's been interesting, navigating that, especially with family members. But that's okay. It's my life, and I understand why people they just want you to be happy and healthy, right? So if you don't look healthy, they worry about you, right? It's a fair fear for people to have, or a worry. So navigating that and not really letting it get to me too much. The weight drop has been a lot initially, and it's interesting when you think about weight loss. It's like, how much weight is waste, right? Because I've lost weight, but I don't really see, there's a bit more definition in my lower abdomen. Like I've got some veins coming out and some more vascularity in my arms, but overall it's just like there's waste getting out of my body. There's something, because I feel like my structure is very similar, but I'm getting narrower in the midsection, right? But it seems like I have a similar body fat percentage. I don't know where it's coming from, where it's going. And I don't feel like I lost a lot of muscle since I've been doing this. So very interesting. I'm just gonna have to try and regulate that with maybe some fats, right? Some if I have to do cooked sweet potato, I will, but not dogmatic. I just keep an eye on it. I've been craving salt, of course, because it's an addictive substance, right? Like salt is almost a drug. That's how addictive it is and stimulating it is. So on my salads, I have yet to have one that doesn't have salt in some way on it. And we'll get to what I've been eating at the end here, but that's been kind of challenging to navigate. So I don't have salad every day, but when I do have it, I have had just a tiny bit of salt or soy sauce on there. And man, my breath the past couple of days, I don't know if it was because I integrated some salads, but it made something in my pipes smell woof, just like, not bad, but like a earthy kind of smell. And to me, that's got like a fungal, like dysbiotic kind of smell to it. So I'll be keeping an eye on that. It was when I started having grape juice, I noticed that. So salads and grape juice, something out of those two. Maybe release some funky stuff inside. I don't know. I might like the odd weekend, I might do just juice and scrub that out, or just fast. But I don't want to lose too much weight. So just trying to ease into this. So what I have been eating, we'll wrap this up. Every day has been 2 to 4 meals. And I'm in the beginning, I'm not restricting my food. I'm eating this is a new lifestyle, right? This is a new change for me. So I'm just eating, right? And I'm not like guilting myself for having food like every 3 to 4 hours, whatever. Obviously I'll get to a point where I need less as I go down this path, or up this path, And so 2 to 4 meals, essentially fruit the whole day, different fruits, bananas, papaya, some mangoes, dates, blueberries, melons, a ton of melon. They're in season right now in Canada. So I've been smashing cantaloupes and honeydew. What else I've been having? A lot of dates, some figs. Those are my staples so far. Some apples, nothing too crazy. Try not to get too exotic because it gets expensive, right? And the mangoes are outrageous if you get the Thai ones. So that's what I've been having, fruit all day. And then the occasional, every 2 to 3 days, I've been having a salad. I think I've had 5 or 6 maybe 6 salads in 2 weeks. So it's like almost every other day or so. Which is usually tomatoes, cabbage. It's a broom salad basically from Arnold Ehret's book. So simple salad. And I have had avocado. Sorry, I haven't had avocado yet. I have some here. I have some nut butter a couple times. I've had raw walnuts and almonds a couple times. And that's basically the gist of it. Distilled water and plasma. That's it, right? Really easy, real simple. And that's kind of what I've been up to. Feeling good. I'm gonna keep going. And I just don't have the, like, of course I've craved meat a few times, but when I think about it, I'm like, this whole raw food thing does make sense. And as a meat eater before, I did have raw meat. Not all the time, but frequently I would have raw meat. It's not something I'm new to, raw food, but it makes sense to not put dead things in our bodies, right? So we're putting, like, fruit and vegetables are electrically charged, right? And I haven't tested this with meat with a voltage meter, a voltmeter, where you plug the 2 electrodes into the meat, and it'd be interesting to see. Even though I don't plan on eating meat for the near future, this is interesting, and this whole, it makes sense to me. It's like, let's put living things in our body, because we want the food we do eat to give us life, not take away from us. So, like, there's a reason why you feel it when you have cooked, dense, heavy foods, whether it's meat or vegetables or grains and stuff, right? So yeah, it's really been interesting. I'm just vibing high. I'm a little worn out today. I had a pretty hard workout, and I'm just getting back into the gym after my shoulder surgery. So it just thrashes my body, and it's something I'm getting used to again. So don't want to get frail, right? That's what I've been up to, guys. Thanks for checking in. If you have any questions, comments, man, you guys, I really appreciate you coming in here. Drop a comment. Tell me what you agree with, what you disagree with, what you think was cool, anywhere that you'd like, if you have any video topics you'd like me to talk about. This is a very open channel. I don't have I have a set of interests that are very vast. You should see the shit I have on my bookshelf, like all kinds of different stuff. I don't like to put myself in a narrow box, and this is just an experiment. This could be the rest of my life. This could be, I don't know. We'll see. So, yeah, thanks for checking in, guys, and lots of love. I'll see you on the next video. 2 weeks, mostly fruit. Let's go.